I think the best way to help and advise with the back to school essentials video is for me to think about, back to my own school years and what I did then, combined with the information that I know now. And if there's one thing that present day Joe would have said to Joe from the past, is that this back to school year is the year to buy clothes that fit you properly and complement your body type and proportions. So that is my first piece of advice. When you're in school or university or college or whatever you want to call it, you already have so much to think about between classes and your work and what you want to do in the future, even kind of just discovering more about who you are as a person. And that's why my recommendation for those going back this year is don't get bogged down by trying to figure out your own specific fashion tastes. Let it be more of a journey. You've got plenty of time to figure that out. Instead of trying to get so specific, start out with focusing on items that fit you well. I remember back in high school and even university, I was just surrounded by people who are wearing clothes that are way too big for them. And I was also one of those people. When it comes to your lower half, slim fit everything. Dress pants, chinos, jeans, slim fit them all. Basically want a pair of pants that will wrap snugly around your legs without feeling too tight or restraining. And when it comes to a t-shirt, one second. Right, when it comes to your t-shirt, just make sure that your shoulder seams are lining up with the end of your shoulder, because if it's too far this way, it means the shirt's too small for you, and if it's too far this way, it means the shirt is too big for you. You want it to line up and just be right there on the ends of your shoulders. Also, shirts that hug your arms, so when the sleeves kind of wrap around your arms nicely. Again, not too tight or too constraining, but just kind of like this, so you've got some room. See that tan line? That's from a wedding. Careful. But basically, sleeves that wrap and fit your arm nicely, like so. It's just gonna give the appearance of you being a little bit bigger as opposed to sleeves that kind of swallow your arm whole. What I'm trying to get at is before you start worrying about specific fashion preferences, start with clean looking, simple pieces that fit you correctly. Next thing I would have told Joe from the past, Joe from the school years, is that dressing classy or looking classy doesn't actually have to require that much work, and it doesn't take long at all. Or at least it doesn't have to take long. A really easy way to step up your game, demand some presence, have people take you a little bit more seriously. This right here, grab yourself a casual blazer. One of my favorite combos is rocking a nice fitted t-shirt with some fitted jeans and throwing a blazer over the top. You instantly go from, super casual and chill looking to a guy who looks like he means business and deserves respect. It's a solid choice for back to school because of how easy it is to do. Like I said, keep the items below the blazer, nice and simple. You don't have to go too crazy. Let the blazer itself be the statement piece. One thing to keep in mind with this look, however, I'd recommend keeping your shirt pattern to a minimum. The cut of a blazer, that's enough to make you stand out. But maybe a blazer isn't really your thing. Maybe you're a bit more of an edgy person. You'd like to think that you have a mysterious side. You're a man, all right? You can be read like a book. But if you want to switch things up, a leather jacket can demand just as much presence as a blazer, but you're basically swapping out that classy, sophisticated vibe for a badass, tough guy vibe. And honestly, if price is a concern, which I imagine for most people it would be going back to school, just go for faux leather. It might not be real leather, but for the purposes of today in this video, it looks real enough. Next up, even though your school and your college year should be fun and experimental, when it comes to your personal look, it's also well known that girls are more attracted to guys who show maturity, something that Josh knows very little about. The main reason is because, well, in most cases, girls mature faster than guys, and they like a guy who can keep up. One way to get yourself headed in the right direction, a pair of Chelsea boots. Chelsea boots are the epitome of class and sophistication without looking too formal or like you're ready to close a sale. You get the comfort and ease of use since they're just slip-on, but they look so clean and, kind of like the blazer, they instantly take you to the next level. You can go from gamer geek to Mr. Take Me Serious, just like that. Now, back to school video would not be complete without talking about the most essential tool that you'll be using on a daily basis, backpack. Do me a favor this year and pick out a bag that is clean and minimalistic. Backpacks don't just have to be a piece of utility, a convenience to hold your stuff. And my guess is you're gonna be using a backpack a lot, so there's no reason to not mix the functionality of a backpack with something that can be incorporated into your style. Now, the one that I have here was sent out to me by a brand called Carl Frederick, and this one is my current daily driver. I really like it because it's a cool mix of real leather and canvas. I love the color, and it's a simple design. If you do want to check it out, I'll leave it linked down below, but it is on the more pricey side. Alternatively, the same bags I recommended for my last year's back to school, Herschel Bags, those are great options. I'll flash a couple cool ones across the screen here, but you know, they're great quality while still being affordable, and most importantly, they have some really clean looking options to choose from. And finally, guys, to close out this video, we gotta talk about stress levels. Because if you're anything like me, they skyrocket once you go back to school. Stress from a rigorous schedule, you know, tons of school work, it can bring those stress levels way up, and as a result, it can bring that mood, your mood, down. Personally, my mood is directly linked to my productivity. If I'm in a good mood, I can work much more effectively compared to being in like a lousy or kind of drowsy or kind of feeling down type of mood. And I actually did some research for a fully natural herbal solution for myself, something that I've been taking. And trust me, sometimes YouTube can generate some serious stress. So I came across Johns Wort. Johns Wort is basically a plant that can be bought in capsule form that helps to fight against symptoms like slightly low mood, feeling a bit deflated, and even mild anxiety. And trust me, it doesn't give you an effect of like feeling weird or different. You still feel completely normal. But from my experience, it kind of helps, you know, to have a bit more of a positive mindset. Obviously, if you're on the younger side watching this video, make sure to consult your, talk to your parents before you consider trying anything, no matter how natural it is. But I thought that I would share this because, you know, I've experienced the benefits. For those of you going back to school, I hope that you have a fantastic school year. You know, take it seriously, because it'll lead to something great. Maybe it won't, who knows. Have a good one. I'll see everybody next time.